If this is the first video on my channel that you ever clicked on, let me save you the first 30 seconds. It's just a channel update coupled with a failure of mine that has been going on for, well, the past 2.5 years or something. So yeah, 30 seconds spared. And to my regular viewers and Temple Legends, this is my first ever channel update. So there will be no fancy editing, and yes, you will hear all of my breaths and nasty, disgusting mouth sounds, which I usually edit out in my regular videos. So to be quick, basically I will be changing the direction of my channel going forth from this video. But first, in order to explain why I'm doing this, let me just quickly list the goals of my channel when I initially started it. So, number 1, it was to pay homage to the games I grew up with. Number 2, provide a unique insight into storytelling from the perspective of video games. 3, create a community of people passionate about storytelling and the tools to make it better. And lastly, use this community to spread a general awareness of both good, bad, and unique practices in storytelling. I would say I have only succeeded in the first 2 and failed spectacularly in the other 2. This is because I think I've used gaming as a sort of proxy to avoid putting out my real, unfiltered opinions out there to just stand on their own. And as a result, I think the very idea of storytelling lessons and tools is lost in the discussion about the game itself, which again is fine if the idea of the channel was just gaming reviews and analysis, but I wanted more of that, as listed in the goals above. So instead of building a community of passionate storytellers or enjoyers of storytelling from the world of gaming, I think I mostly built an audience, mostly, not all, but mostly an audience of casual gamers with the occasional lore nut like myself, which again is fine and normal when you put your channel in the gaming category, but that is obviously a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. So the idea going forward from this point is not to, cross my fingers and say, oh, I sure hope out of, 1,000 or 10,000 gamers, watching my video, 1 to 2 will be storytellers and the rest will just, watch it and never come back again. No, the idea is to gather as many lovers of storytelling, whether they are creators or just, people passionate about storytelling and supporting people who create stories or games or movies or whatever. So yeah, basically making a community of those people, not just gamers. This is why I will no longer be using the gaming category or format for my videos. Of course, I'll still use examples from gaming whenever I can in my videos, but the idea of exploring storytelling tools or tropes solely through the lens of a single game, it just no longer works for me or the Temple. If this feels like a betrayal to those, who were loyal to the channel from day one and wanted it to be specifically about, video games and nothing more, I'm sorry to hear that, but like I said, I hold no grudge or no ill will against you, and if you unsubscribe and leave the Temple, it's been an honor to have had you here. But lastly, the main reason for this change is because recently I've experienced something that was just absolutely terrifying to me, at least for the first time in my life. For the first time in my life, I experienced the feeling of, I have to play this video game in order to put out a video, which again is just a horrible feeling to me as a lifelong gamer. I am a gamer, and I will die a gamer. I'm not a big YouTuber, and maybe I won't ever be, but the idea of also not being passionate about the video topics that I make is just horrifying. So at the end of this first channel update, I'll make you a promise. If you like the lesson structure of the previous videos, the humor or just my takes, I'll do my best to deliver all of that and more in my new videos. If you were here just for the gaming takes alone, again, no harsh feelings, I totally get why shifting content is not for you. Also, if any time is a good time to make this change, I feel it's now when I'm still below 1,000 subs. So that's it for the first ever channel update. To those who will be joining me in the future, thank you for remaining Temple Legends, and I'll see you next time in the Temple.